G'day, Mick from Z Grills Australia here today with Troy from Beard's Backyard.
Hey.
Now today we're going to cook a Bolar roast.
So this is directly from the shoulder, from the back of the shoulder I believe. Very muscly, comes with a lot of flavour though if you cook it properly, so this is going to be hopefully falling apart by the end of this.
So this is well and truly trimmed. Did this last night? Or?
Yes, last night.
Very
Good
nice
little
job there.
Hour of trimming with a bit of fun there, banging out some tunes. And
I was going to say you need some music or some Netflix when you're doing that.
yeah, of course.
So I've got a couple of rubs here. That these are favourites of yours? Or?
Yeah, so this is from a local guy that I'm sort of in business with by the name of Bulldozer Barbecue. So obviously the trimming's done.
Yep.
We're going to be rubbing this one in these two bad boys here and then chucking it on the Z grill.
Yep.
Give that a couple hours to smoke it up, cook it through a little bit, and then once we hit the stall period that anyone that's been in beef knows is around that 155 to 165 Fahrenheit.
Yep.
We're going to pop it in a boat of some stock.
Yep.
Let it come through and that'll get all the juices flowing and make sure that by the end of it we can unwrap it and just pull it apart with our hands.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So in terms of the temp and time, we're looking at the smoke temperature on the grill. So that's smoke setting for a couple of hours.
Yep, so we'll be doing 275 Fahrenheit after that.
Yep.
And then just coast it through for the rest of the way and hopefully, I mean, it can vary on the size of the cut, but you know, we go for 6-7+ hours.
All right.
How about you start up the grill?
Okay,
I'll get the rub going on this and we can meet in the middle.
Too easy.
Beautiful. All right, so this right here I like to call the SPOG, the SPOG. Nice little mix of just your basic salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. Whereas the midnight at the end of it will give you a good little bit of bark. So I'll just coat this, not thoroughly, but enough so that you're covered.
So these rubs look awesome, but if you don't have access to these, what kind of rub would you recommend for a piece of meat like this?
If you want to go traditional, salt and pepper is a good way to go.
Yep.
I find if you have a good coffee-based rub, a lot of people tend to enjoy that. And I've
So
had some
just
fun with
ground
that.
coffee?
Yeah, ground coffee. It's in a little bit of this as well.
Okay.
So if you just get a nice little mixture together, you find out your balances.
Yep.
You can have some fun with that, and it adds a nice little flavour profile.
How many kilos is this?
I don't know. Have a hold guess for me.
Oh, that's 3.82.
All right, perfect. There we go.
I don't know in
There's your
pounds
measurement. 6 something, 6 or 7.
So where'd you get your beef from?
That is from a local crew called Range Meats.
Okay.
They're online only, so easy to order through.
Yep.
Very quick delivery as well. I find that these guys tend to deliver to me straight away within the next day.
Yep.
And you get good wholesale prices and nice real quality meat as well. Spog's all done, so they'll just give us a nice bit of flavouring on top, the mix of especially the onion and the garlic in with the salt. This will add a little extra touch as well, just from everything that's got involved.
Yep.
But colour's going to be a key factor here, so nicely coated on here.
Just hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Hello.
We've got some smoke.
Yes.
Shut that down.
That's a good sign.
Beautiful.
When they call out smoke for this one, you know things are going well. Look
Beautiful.
at that. Little dusting for some fine measurements.
Looks like we're up to temperature. So let's throw this in.
Beautiful.
So good having an assistant who can open the door for
I know,
you.
this is very handy.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
think I might hire you for other weekends.
We're back here after how many hours? 3 hours in the smoker?
Been, 3.5, 4 hours.
I think it's time to have a beer.
I like your idea.
And I've got perfect thing.
The Z Grills bottle opener.
There you go, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's a good day for it.
Fresh.
Oh, yes.
Talk to me about temperature and time. We've done how many hours in here?
So we're at 3.5 to 4 hours. I'm trying to remember what time it is, but I'm struggling to. But anyway, the temp sitting currently at about 70 degrees Celsius, which should be around that 160 Fahrenheit,
160 degrees
if I'm
Fahrenheit.
guessing. So I've done a couple of checks. I actually did spritz it a couple of times, so just a bit of water.
Spritzing with?
Just water.
Just water.
I like to go a little classic like that. Helps with the bark a little bit and keeps it moist.
You've answered the question I was going to ask. Why spritz? So helps the bark.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
absolutely does.
Well, let's pull it across and we'll boat it.
Alrighty.
Now, why the black gloves?
I think they look cool.
Okay, matches the outfit.
It does, exactly. You got to keep onto the style. I can't get my bloody glove on.
Hang on. Okay, let's hold that out. Okay, there's an extra finger here.
I swear I've only started one beer. That's for the blooper reel. Right.
Let's have a look. I want to see how this bark's coming along.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
And we might get Justin to come in and take a close-up for us. Ooh. All right. Hey, Justin, you want to come and take a view of this, mate?
All right.
Go for it.
There's the beauty.
Oh, looking lovely.
You can see here that bark is set fantastically from the midnight rub. We're going to get a lot of flavour underneath from the spog. That's come up nicely.
Take that out.
Look at that. Beautiful meat.
All right, lovely. 74.2 and Fahrenheit 166. Question before we continue on.
Yes.
You talked about the stall.
Yep.
What does that mean?
So that's effectively the point where the meat will temporarily pause cooking and instead it's just going to try to sweat out all of the moisture that's inside of it.
Okay, so the moisture's evaporating out of it, so it's not getting any hotter.
Exactly. You'll find the piece of meat will also shrink as well. So this was effectively the size of pretty much the entire board at the start.
And if we didn't do the boating now, and if we didn't wrap it, for example, it just takes a lot longer to cook, yeah?
It takes a lot longer, and you're going to end up with a drier piece of meat too.
Okay.
So that's sort of the thing we're trying to avoid here.
Yep.
The stall's going to happen no matter what with your piece of meat. With beef especially, you can't really tell 100% what's going to happen, but for this, it's handy to just make sure that we keep it moist so it does end up falling apart and tasting good.
Makes sense. This beer was a good idea.
Yeah, I know, right? Perfect for a day like this. What are we doing here? I need to remember my math. So we want 4 cups per teaspoon. This is the part I should have paid attention to.
You've got to ask the maths questions before I start drinking beer.
Love it.
I love your technique.
We go the Australian way, right? That's the clockwise way.
There you go.
That's how the toilet rolls. And then, simple as can be.
Yep.
Try not to splash you.
Yep.
Submerge it.
Do we need to cover this or just leave it?
We just leave it as is, so we can pop this back in the grill. There it is.
Magic. All right, good work, mate.
Let's have some fun.
Cheers. Okay, we're back after a few hours. The meat in the grill is nearly ready. So while we're waiting for that to be perfectly done, I'm going to go ahead and, while he enjoys a beer, I'm going to chop up some onion.
You already
and
started,
milk.
that's cheating.
Yeah, I've already started my beer. You're allowed to have yours now.
Oh, well, you snuck it in, yeah, so.
You've done some work. Chop up some veggies. We're going to make some salsa to go with the tacos. We've got some grated cheese, some spicy salsa, and also some sour cream. Now, I've never done this before, which is often the case with my cooking skills, so no laughing. So we put this on fast forward, so it looks like I'm a really fast cutter.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon I'll do.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
That is a very finely sharpened knife as well.
It is. This is one of our chef's knives from the Z Grills Artisan Knife Bundle. Yeah. They are very sharp. We've had a few people have had to go to hospital after using their Artisan Knife Bundle knives.
Okay.
No, seriously.
Just from pure shock of how great they are, or other reasons? They couldn't handle just how sharp it was.
No.
I didn't know I could go that sharp, man.
No, because they slice their fingers. All right, we'll do some quarters.
Okay.
We'll do some 16ths as well if we want to get real funky.
No, you're just getting too mathematical.
Yeah. I feel under a little bit of pressure with you beside me though, watching my technique, because you've done a lot more probably cooking than I have. In terms of like day-to-day cooking, it's normally the missus who does most of the cooking, which is pretty awesome food.
Oh, no doubt about that. I wouldn't be surprised. You look like a well-nourished man. A healthy, well-nourished man. There's nothing wrong with that.
What are you trying to say? How are we going to cut these?
Oh, all right. Well, I like that way. Let's go.
Fine strips?
No, I think you need some little chunks.
Okay.
So I reckon
this is
go
why,
down the middle.
This is why it's good to have you beside me to provide this guidance. So the thing with these knives is there's different grades of stainless steel you can use for a knife.
Yeah.
So when I was putting these together, I looked at the different grades. So we've got, this is X50 CR MO V15.
That's a good one.
It is a good one, isn't it?
I love
There's
that.
actually different names for that grade of stainless steel, but that's the coolest version of the name. The other name was a bit more boring, but that one sounds pretty high tech. What's this one called? Cilantro? It's also got another name though, doesn't it?
Yeah, coriander or cilantro if you're
an American
fella.
There's that much in there.
I feel like your ratios are a little bit off the wonk, but...
Sweet. What do you mean? Not enough cilantro? Too much?
Well, no, the cilantro is not really as much of a problem, but that little amount of onion on the bottom there.
Too much and not enough? I was quite confident until you started making comments about the ratios.
No, come on now. I'm just making sure that everything's under wraps.
Now, limes.
Oh, yes.
These are going to be squeezed in the mix. What do you reckon?
Lovely.
Now, can I just show you a trick? I love to do this.
I love
if
tricks.
you roll it,
do
you know this one?
Gets the juice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew this one. I thought you were going to be surprised by my...
That's many Corona beers' influence of knowing tricks.
There you go.
Speaking of which, why don't we lime the beers?
You have permission to touch my knife.
Okay. Oh, I feel that's a nice feeling
it's
knife.
It's well weighted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jam it in, man.
Jam it?
Jam it.
Oh.
Come on, don't be shy.
Squirt your juices everywhere. There we go. Oh.
I think that's enough BS for now. Enough of a mess. Time to get the meat.
Yeah.
Adam, I'll let you, with your fancy tools, pull it. So the meat's up to 100 degrees C, 212 degrees F. So well and truly, actually probably left it a little bit longer than we should because I was cutting up. I was taking too long with the salad. But
no, look, in all honesty, there's a lot of people that like to say they go for the 205 range, but if you want that real special kind of meat, you take it that little bit further.
Well, we'll see what happens.
That's the beard's backyard
Let's
trick.
grab it out.
Alrighty.
Oh, done like a pro.
Oh, I've done that a couple of times.
Wow. That looks like a volcanic rock. It looks like it's going to break my teeth when I try and eat it though. It looks rock hard. 99, 100 degrees C, so that's beautiful, but it's so tender. Like that, I can almost use one One finger?
Yeah.
I can't hold it with one finger, 2 fingers.
Hey, you can give it a go.
That is so tender,
That's what
though.
the loophole's for.
Okay, I'm gonna back away.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you, because that looks like something you attack
nice.
me with.
Yeah. Just nicely slides in. I don't need to do it, but it's just good fun to play around with, and you know,
got a
boys
toy.
and their toys.
You
Yeah,
play with it.
exactly. Just that alone is falling apart.
Oh, look at the colour.
Does not need anything at all. You got a bit of a smoke ring. I haven't even taken it fully, but I mean, you just want to take some of that off. Look at that. Go for it. Please be my guest.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. All right, I'm
I like the
looking
look on your
forward to
face.
having these in tacos.
All right, well then let's just have some fun.
Go ahead.
Get it out of here.
Get it out of there.
Look
Get it in ya,
at this.
as Russell Stevens would say.
Oh yes, I am bloody hungry. I don't know about you.
I've fasted all day.
Oh well,
for this, yeah.
I mean, good sir. Why don't we get some tacos?
Awesome, let's do it. Incoming.
Just nice little bit of separation here.
Yes. Good separation skills,
Oh,
man.
thank you. Who knows?
Hello, ladies. Come and check it out. We've got yumminess on the table. Time has come to give this delicious bolar roast, slow cooked on the Z grill,
Oh yeah,
a taste test.
absolutely.
So, tacos or wraps? I reckon we go the wraps.
Wraps are good.
Don't break apart when you eat them.
Oh,
I'm going to be generous with the meat serving, if that's okay. Happy with that?
I'm happy with that. I don't think any future catering business you might have would last long, but
Now,
quality service.
do you want to complain about the amount of onion now?
You got 2 different types of salsas there. That's
Well,
Adventurous.
this one is just kind of the veggies to give you some
True.
vitamins and minerals, and this
Yeah.
is for the flavour.
yeah,
I'm gonna-
nice.
Generous sprinkling of cheese on top as well.
Oh,
there we go.
beautiful.
See how we're doing it for the camera?
Yes.
So you're going to drop it from a height.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to see any wastage at all, please.
I already
I'm gonna
dropped a
back
bit
up
of
and just
cheese,
watch-
so nicely
Yeah,
tucked.
go for it. What do you reckon?
I'm in heaven.
You're in heaven?
I'm in heaven, mate.
Because we're doing this
You're
together.
the most angelic looking bald man I've ever seen.
I've got a nice shaped head for a ball man.
Yeah,
I
very
was told
much
that. I was told that once on a subway in New York, and it's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. Well, it wasn't from a young lady. It was about a 55-year-old lady, but yeah, I still
Hey.
took the compliment.
You know what? Experience over age. They're the ones that know what's going on. I didn't do it the one-handed, so I'm impressed with that already. But yes, bum in,
All right.
and then you try to fold your little flaps in.
See the stance.
Yeah, I do.
You got to have good balance when you do this.
Okay.
And you got to have the elbows in.
All
okay?
right.
See, this is all
So-
our technique.
Yeah. I mean, this is all right. So your yoga instructor here. Those elbows are not in. Come on now. Yeah.
It's a balance of flavours. See. So bowl of beef roast. Give it a try. Good salsa mix, some veggies, some cheese, some onion. But that's amazing, and we're going to enjoy this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
There you go.
Thanks, mate. Off up.
Take.
So off up. All right, 80 degrees C, which is what in Fahrenheit?
That is nearly 180.
180. Well, then throw the meat in, and we'll be good to go.
Temperature guide.
Yeah,
It's helpful.
Exactly. Okay. So, so
There you go.
thanks, mate.
Pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
Good man.
It is your channel, but anyway.